Right, it's Wednesday again. Actually, it's, where are we? Tuesday afternoon, 10 past 3, 15 degrees centigrade, 59 Fahrenheit, 76% humidity, 1001 millibars, and the flag has totally wrapped itself around the pole. So I don't quite know what that is. More eddy currents. More eddy currents, that's what's going on. Straight into a couple of emails. Emily from North Wales. Hello, Emily. She's in her 20s. No licence, so she can't drive a car, but she rides a bike. And she's basically agreeing with what we were saying, that too many cars, too many people, blah, blah, blah. Lovely to hear from you, Emily. You be careful on your bike and wear a hat. Hope you wear a helmet. I lived in North Wales, Emily. Llandudno, is that right? Llandudno. Jubilee Street. How about that? Jubilee Street. Only lived there for 3, maybe 4 months. And it was winter time and it was cold and frost and ice and snow, and I didn't like it. I went up the Great Orme and there was a thunderstorm, this huge thunderstorm. That's why I drove up there, to have a look out over the sea. And at the top of the Great Orme, I was so close to the storm, my hair stood up. I had quite long hair in those days. My hair all stood up on end. So I reckoned that I was going to get struck. Anyway, I dived back into the car and drove back down the hill off the Great Orme very quickly. But fantastic place. There was a chain or a rope-driven thing that went up the Great Orme, wasn't there? Like a train or a tram. I remember that. I'm going back many, many years. So I wonder whether you remember that, Emily, if it's all still... Well, the Great Orme's still there. But is that tram thing still there, I wonder? Georgie from Hertfordshire. She says, say hi to my husband, Nicolay. Do I like black pudding? She's asked me. That's a funny question, Georgie. Do I like black pudding? I don't actually know. I don't. Why, were you going to send me some? Oh dear, happy days. So that's Georgie. Big shout out to her husband, Nicolay. Excellent. I think that should be Nicolai, but not to worry. You know me with my pronunciation. Now, what's this next? Bob. Here we are. Hello, Bob. You're over there in America, aren't you? There's a van, he says. You know, we're talking about public transport. Well, Bob says there's a van that goes round several times a day, taking people wherever, into town or wherever. I don't know why you've called it a van, but not a van with no seats in the back. You just chuck people in it. Some sort of bus, I would imagine. And there's chickens and ducks and geese and stuff in this van. It sounds quite amazing. I like the sound of that, actually. Imagine our buses here in Britain. Yeah, if you could take sheep and goats on. Mind you, when I went to Spain, where did I go? Lloret de Mar, many, many years ago. I got on a train and there's people on the train with chickens and stuff, not sheep and goats, but chickens and things on the train. I found that quite amazing. Bob does say that he lives in a very small, semi-isolated town. Yeah, and he calls it a van. It takes people, makes trips to the nearest larger town a few times a day. Funny thing is, he says there's a notice as you go onto the thing saying no livestock, and people have crates of chickens, ducks or geese they've shot, or a cooler of fresh caught fish. Fantastic. Sounds like a wonderful place to live. Ray, you've just sent me an email, some photos of a UFO. I haven't read it yet, so I can't comment on that, but I shall have a look at that one in a minute. And Brent from Winthrop, Washington, only just got your email, so I haven't read that one, Brent, but I shall have a look at those and answer those in a minute. So, UFOs, crates of chickens, goats, sheep, cows on the train. No, not cows on the train. I think that's all my notes. I've had more emails, loads of fake emails. Do you remember I talked about that? Several people have said they don't believe that I make them up. Why would I? Indeed, why would I make up emails? I have a job to keep up with the emails I receive, let alone making them up. Anyway, what shall we do this Sunday? What do you want to chat about this coming Sunday? Let me know. Ray's Rants at protonmail.com. We've had the coal fire going again. In fact, we've got to buy some coal. That's not cheap. Stone the crows. Coal. We've got a load of wood as well that we've saved up over the summer. So we shall keep warm this winter, hopefully. An earlier email from you, Brent, I forgot to say, you were talking about interviewing my sister-in-law, not sister, and you said, if I can't do that, how about my circle of friends? I don't have any friends. Or Man in the street. Can you imagine me with my recorder going downtown here in Worthing and going up to people, excuse me, I could say I'm with Sky News, I'm with the BBC. If I put a BBC sign on my microphone, I could interview them. I wonder what they'd say if I just went up and said, look, I'm doing a podcast episode all about whatever, and asked them some questions. I wonder what the people would say. Should I do that? I don't know, a bit risky, isn't it? Great idea though, Brent. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm going to go make a cup of tea, and I shall see you on Sunday. Behave yourselves if you can. I got that all wrong, didn't I? What was it? Behave yourself. If you can't, be careful. And if you can't, get a pram. Is that right? I don't know. Let me know. Rants@protonmail.com. See you on Sunday. Bye-bye for now.